Hello guys, welcome to Art with Miss Allison. Today we'll be taking a look at Kara Walker. There's some videos and links posted below about her, and also this like a real time her working like present day, which is super cool. Like she's a present day artist. A lot of her works are a little bit graphic. So this lesson is definitely for 9th through 12th grade. A lot of her works talk about the African American dysphoria and a lot of the traumas faced in the African American community and throughout slavery. For this lesson, we're going to take a little bit different approach, and we're going to do it by storytelling. So overall, her big idea, through these cutouts, you'll see the black figures, the black shadows, are storytelling. So today I want us to kind of brainstorm together and think about a story. I'm doing a story about a child at the fair. So what we're gonna do, our materials today, we're gonna have a black piece of paper, some white, more versatile paper or cardstock, a thicker paper to glue it on, handy dandy glue, scissors, pencil and eraser, as well as an X-Acto knife. So, and make sure you're working with a trusted adult, or whether it's your teacher or a parent guardian at home. These X-Acto knives can be very sharp. Some tips and tricks that I can teach you are to make sure that we cut away from ourselves when doing our X-Acto knife. We're not cutting towards our hand. So I'm going to go ahead and do an example. Kara Walker is an African American artist. She's a present day artist. A lot of her artworks I have shown below and in her bio. Again, she does do a lot of work with the African American story, slavery, and there's a lot of stories of the African Americans. Today we're just going to do it with storytelling because over her idea is about storytelling. So with this piece of paper, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you some simple ways to cut. So with my fingers, I don't want to ever cut towards my fingers. You want to kind of cut away from your fingers. Use your hand to kind of guide you as well. So if I want to cut like a hole in this paper, then I'm going to press down. Oop. It doesn't always come out perfect. Sometimes you gotta kind of wiggle it loose. And you got a hole, as you can see. So I went ahead and started to cut out my Ferris wheel, my friend who's eating, a bench for my friend. But what you're going to do with your black piece of paper is you are going to draw out a story. It's super important that we don't draw super small things because even like these little small parts are super hard to cut. So you want to draw out your story. So I'm going to let you guys get to that and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Hello, we're back. So again, we're talking about Kara Walker. Miss Kara Walker is an awesome contemporary painter. A lot of her silhouette depictions are a plantation life. A lot of them deal with race and gender. But we're going to take a step back from her ideas and we're going to create our own ideas and our own stories. Again, my story is about a day at a carnival. So I have my man eating carnival food. He's going on a Ferris wheel on a nice bench. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out one of his friends. So I did this picture, and it's kind of hard to see, but it is done in pencil. Again, we're using X-Acto knives, so please use our X-Acto knives with a parent or guardian. These are very, very sharp, and I don't want anything to happen to my beautiful artist, okay? So, when using our X-Acto knives, do not want to cut towards you. These are really good for small, precise sections. A lot of Kara Walker's work are silhouettes, kind of the idea of seeing the person as a whole, the whole body. And actually, a lot of her artworks are pretty large on walls. You'll get to see them in the videos posted below on the website. I just want to say thank you guys so much for also joining me and learning about Kara Walker. I think she's a super important African American artist and a present day artist who will definitely be in our history books. And I think we're watching history as it unfolds, learning about her. So you don't have to do the whole entire piece with the X-Acto knife. that is more of a skill that you had to kind of learn up to. So go ahead and feel free to use your scissors. So I'm gonna definitely use my scissors to cut out the rest of the body. That's just a lot more comfort level. Um, and using an X-Acto knife definitely takes a lot of skill and practice, especially with these smaller areas. Again, like I said, don't do something too small because it is going to be very hard to get in there and cut it out. So this guy has a balloon in his hand. Along with doing this project and cutting out all your fingers and creating the story, definitely write about your story. Definitely put your story into words. That way you can, maybe post your picture without the words and then give your viewers some context. I think that's always very interesting, and I think that's definitely something Kara Walker does, is she has these big, beautiful, installations of her work, and then she'll give some context to, the race and gender issues that are lie underneath it. This process is definitely tedious, but it could make awesome artwork, and it'd be an awesome story to be able to just cut out all these figures and create a story. I think that is just so beautiful, and I really admire Kara Walker and her work for that reason. Alright, so there's my guy. Kind of reminds me of It, I'm not gonna lie. That's okay, it could be a little scary story based off of It. So I'm gonna go ahead. Here's my bottom. If you want to create, I do have some colored torn up paper. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with the black paper. And I'm just gonna use my glue. Remember, you don't need too much glue. These are very delicate pieces. And I think I'm gonna create a rough brown. Sometimes it helps if we just kind of spread out the glue as well. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this whole piece, and I'll see you in just a minute. Alright everybody, I'm back. So I went ahead and I did the bottom. Now I'm going to start placing my figures to create the story. So I kind of want... When you glue, try and make sure you glue the pencil marks down so we don't see them. Just a tip of advice from your fellow artists. We're going floating in with the balloon. Kind of going off the page a little bit. Kind of want this one to be over here. Tell us some story. Alright, so now we have our Kara Walker inspired story. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy the videos of Kara Walker again. She is a phenomenal present day artist. Get to know her if you're able to see her works in person, her installations. Please do. Her work is going to be in history books. She is going to be well known and recognized as she already is. And get to know her process, the process of making these silhouettes. Maybe start thinking about a story, something that happened to you, so a tragedy, a happy moment. These are all ways that artists work and there's all different ways that artists think. Thank you guys again for joining your art lesson with Miss Allison. I hope you have a great day.